All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, the incomparable Zach Kaplan, WNCT Channel 9, wearing the Touchdown Friday shirt. What's up, Zach?
Touchdown Friday. What's up, Clip? How are you?
Doing great. Got the feel still here. You said you're starting to dive into it, and this is one that you might want to put on the mantle because this is the Phil Steele edition that has Penn State as the number one team in the country and the eventual national champion.
Drew Aller, front center on the national cover. It better not be a jinx.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like you're not the type to believe in that, are you? You're not like.
Well, I believe in jinxes, but it's not like everybody's picking them or anything. I mean, it's
No, but Phil is.
And he's going out there a little bit. I think Phil's doing some kind of troll job because his top three teams are non-SEC. 4 out of his top 5 are non-SEC. I think he's going anti-SEC bias here.
Which, hey, and I'm all in favor of that. But I'm a Big Ten guy. It's kind of have to be. But I didn't think about it that way because I just started I like to go through team by team. So I started with the SEC. I tried to do one P4, one non-P4.
So when you say team by team, what are you doing? Like, what are you looking at?
I literally go through. My goal is to go through all 136 before the season starts. Because
and look at what though? You're not reading every word on every page.
No, but each position group, like which teams are gonna have terrible secondaries, like which teams are over teams, which teams are under teams. Like I think early in the year, like ECU might be an over team just because the new coordinator, new guys on defense, like stuff like that. I'm just kind of seeing, all right, where are like the weak spots for some of these teams around the country.
So what about
and strengths?
Pardon?
I said and strengths. I'm not solely negative.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about your guys? So they're going to be there. They're going to make the playoff. See, that would kind of be jinxing me saying that right now. But,
no, I would hope so.
They have Oregon. They have at Ohio State. Outside of that, they're going to be favorites and everything. And they might be favorites in Oregon at home.
I'm afraid of that trip to Iowa right before they go to Columbus. I looked at the schedule yesterday, okay, where are the trip ups? That trip to Iowa City, I don't like it. That's a bad spot. Look out.
Are you kind of bummed that
scares me?
Your season doesn't start till September 27th?
It's funny because they've played somebody good in the non-conference each of the last 2 years to get me excited. And this year, no, but they're literally doing what Michigan did or has been doing the last couple of years. Not last year. They played Texas last year. But when they won the national championship, they didn't play anybody. Ohio State last year didn't play anybody in the non-conference. So, I wish they were playing someone. It'd always be nice if they were playing Pitt, if that game would actually boost the resume, which it hasn't in a while. But I guess we can't all get what we want.
So they went Auburn back-to-back, then they went West Virginia back-to-back, and this year it's Nevada, FIU, Villanova. Very weak non-con.
Oh, the season starts September 27th.
And they get a bye before Oregon.
And they get a bye before Ohio State, which I like as well.
Yeah, so very, very favorable. James Franklin coming off a playoff year in which Zach and Chandler attended that game.
We were Orange Bowl attendees. Shout out Joe Wilkins holding it down with us in South Florida. Didn't get the result we wanted, Clip, but that's okay.
Let's do career leaders, Jarrett. You ready? Do a little trivia
for Penn State.
Yeah, their career passing leader, very recent, graduated in 22. Do you remember his name?
Geez, Blake, Christian, something like that.
Okay,
Hayner, no.
Jeff Blake,
Christian Hackenberg.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, he's number 3 on the list.
Yes.
Number 1 is Sean Clifford. Number 2, right before Sean Clifford, Trace McSorley.
The whitest people possible.
Those are very white people.
Kerry was high up on the list before those 3 went to school. I think he was number 1 before they came in.
Kerry Collins?
Yeah.
The number 1 career rushing leader in Penn State history, a friend of Pirate Radio. He was on my show years ago. Former Redskin Evan Royster.
Oh, I was going to go Saquon.
He was friends with, or he went to high school with one of our interns at the time.
Really?
Got him on the show.
Oh, wow.
So I talked to Evan while he was a Redskins running back.
Former Redskin. Would you say Redskin great? He probably didn't play long enough
No.
to be that.
I mean, nobody knows who he is except me and you.
Except as Penn Staters, yep. That's true.
Number 2, Penn State.
Saquon.
Yes.
And he would have been number 1 if he came back senior year, for sure.
Number 3, we know this guy as a quarterback. And
80s.
Kurt Warner, the running back version of Kurt Warner.
C-U-R-T.
And you don't know any
Played for the Seahawks.
these receivers. I remember Bobby Ingram from the Bears.
94 team.
Allen Robinson on there?
Nah. Is it Deshaun Hamilton?
Yep.
And Deion Butler, yeah.
And Deshaun is the all-time receptions leader. He was that was my sophomore, junior years. I think that he was freshman, sophomore, junior years that he was there.
All right, players you've watched, Zach, and cheered for. So not like when you were 3, but like that you've seen with your eyes. What's your Mount Rushmore of Penn State players?
That I've seen, is what you just said.
I made that very clear, very clear.
Saquon, obviously.
His last name's Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Probably put Mike Gesicki in there.
Wow. Okay.
Micah Parsons
Yeah.
on the other side of the ball. Some respect to the defense. And I got to think who my 4th would be. I'll go Chris Godwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good list of names.
That would be the 4 of the guys that I've seen.
Some good pros as well. All right.
Nick Singleton will be up there one day.
Let's do a flip through while I got the feel still. This is where we just land on a team and first thing that we think about. Anyway, tell me to stop.
Stop.
All right, I landed on the Big 12 Conference.
Do it again.
Do it again?
Yeah, run it back. Stop.
Oklahoma Sooners. First thing that came to mind.
Sam Bradford.
God, I just saw him too. Get out of my head, Sam Bradford. I don't want to see you. All right, I just saw the Griffin boys. Blake Griffin, Taylor Griffin.
Okay, and a little hoops.
AP.
Yeah, but you don't see him.
Okay. Well,
Sorry. Recency bias. I see Jackson Arnold in that offense struggling last year.
Yeah.
He's no longer there. It's John Mateer's team now.
So we talked about Phil Steele's champion, Penn State. It's crazy to call Oklahoma a surprise team, but they're 6-7 last year. But his Indiana of this year, he said could be Oklahoma.
Yeah, I see it.
yeah, but I mean, we talked about it yesterday on the show or Tuesday on the show. I mean, I think at best 9-3, 10-2.
Yeah.
But I guess in the SEC that gets you a playoff spot.
You're right on the line at 3. I think you're safely in with 2.
That's crazy.
Mateer struggled in some of the bigger games that Washington State played last year against, or I should say, some of the more Pac-12-esque foes. But he was very good in that offense, and I think he can be down there. But they do have a tough schedule, to your point.
They got a big one against Michigan, September 6th.
Right off the bat. That's, week 2, but, you know.
It's a loss.
That's a loss.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it. The Illinois State at Temple are wins. Kent State's a win. So, I mean, that Texas game is going to be huge. Let's say Michigan's a loss. Texas is a loss.
Yep.
At Bama is a loss. At Tennessee's probably a loss. I mean, I don't know. I see about 7-5.
Oh, we talked about it with Mac. I mean, at best 8-4. I just don't see Brent Venables being a high-level head coach in college football.
Yeah.
I don't like Oklahoma, so I'm not going to give them benefit of the doubt.
I think they win one of those 4 games you just listed, go 9-3, barely miss the playoff.
But that's a hefty 9-3. You're beating some pretty good teams to get to 9 wins.
Yeah, but they're – and Red River, like – I think everyone's kind of just putting Texas and Arch in the they're going to be good camp.
Well, I've seen enough of those games to know that you just throw out everything.
Last team with the ball, usually. I mean, but Red River wouldn't surprise me if they got that. And I think if Michigan is at home, if I'm not mistaken. So
it's in Norman.
Yeah, they could pull that game out too. One of those, they will win one of those 2 games.
Phil still has East Carolina as a bowl team. Zach, you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It won't be like the second half of last year, they did notch good wins. North Texas, NC State come to mind, but this is a tougher schedule. And I think if they get to 6-6, like it should be like not like celebrated, but like I think people should be happy with that. Kind of depends on the 6. Like if they're losing to Temple but then upsetting Memphis, I mean that would certainly be an interesting way to get there. But I think if you're above 7-5, people should be ecstatic. But I think it's 6-6, 7-5.
I don't know if I like you saying upset against Memphis. Why was Memphis good? Now, I know they're picked ahead of ECU, but ECU's won the last 2 meetings.
That's true.
Crazy games against Memphis.
Yeah, 4 overtimes, right?
Yeah, they'll be here at home. Unfortunately, I could see that scenario happening, us dropping a stupid one and then beating Memphis at home.
I mean, you'd think they'd finally get Charlotte this year.
Yeah.
Which has been a bugaboo.
Yeah, I mean, if it sounds disrespectful to Charlotte to say, because they are our daddy. They have owned us.
And, I mean, yeah.
But Daddy's gone.
Daddy's gone, and stepchild that he was beating is gone.
I mean, we owe Charlotte some, but I like this Charlotte team better than the last 2 teams we've lost to. So,
is it? And I like Tim Albin as a coach. I just like in year 1, that program. I actually think they're going to be like bottom 10 in the FBS, like that bad.
For some reason, Jared likes Charlotte.
I like Tim Albin. I think they.
Where's he from?
Ohio. He won the
long time Mac guy.
That's really. I mean, he's a Mac guy. You bring him.
Is that what it comes down to for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an idiot, dude. I just like I see something and I'm like I like that, and that's the only reason I like things. One stupid little reason.
We talk about sports guys a lot. Jared's sports idiot.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a cool
I
title.
have a smart way of talking about sports, but
Yeah.
that's not fun to me.
No.
I know ECU gets them late in the year, but they have had, and even by Biff standards, a pretty insane roster turnover.
Biff standards.
Like they were recycling quite a bit even in his time, but this is even higher as far as like new guys in the program, building a culture from literal zero because it was pretty in the gutter, when Biff left and they kind of fired him. Basically had a mutiny at practice. It felt like he showed up to practice after he got fired, and the players. Basically, it was like a welcomes hero back at the stadium. I mean, that was interesting.
Yeah.
So what are they in year 1 when it's basically stripped to the studs?
Man, I just love talking football, and I love going through this Phil Steele magazine. Some interesting names in this magazine. John Cena, Rico Bosco, Malcolm Gray. Very cool.
One of those is not like the other.
Wait, Malcolm Gray?
Yeah. He shouts out the SIDs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Rico. I'm getting on a plane. Well, actually, by the time we tape this, or by the time this airs on Pirate Radio Live, I'll be on a plane.
You're not on the no-fly list?
No.
Yeah.
Are you having Nadu on?
It should be on tomorrow. He's on every Thursday now.
We don't know where he'll be. But.
No. You don't talk to like the strangers on your flights, do you?
I try not to.
Okay, so that means you do.
Especially early morning. No, early morning I definitely don't.
That was good. Like, what do you do? Break the ice and see if they talk back?
Where you headed?
I go through my Phil Steele book and I try to figure out who I should bet on this year.
All right.
And that's the ulterior motive. Like, do I really go through every team? Like, not in excessive detail by the time I'm, at the MAC. No offense. I know it's a shot across the bow there. But no, it's you're looking for like things to keep an eye on. This team's defense sucks. This team's defense is.
Well, I said yesterday when we talked to Phil Steele, we talked to Coach Mack. Schedules is brought up a lot, and we talked about it with Penn State. I mean, week 9 conference schedule, like that's with these bloated conferences. That's very important to look at because not every team is playing the same team in their conferences. So it sounds obvious, but looking at win totals or just who, a team to make the playoffs, a team to win their conference, keep an eye on those schedules. Some have it easy, some don't.
I've already said 3 months out, I'm worried about Iowa. I think it's October 18th, I want to say. Like, because that's a spot where you're already looking ahead of the Buckeyes. If they're undefeated by that point, which I think they can beat Oregon at home, I think they'll probably be favored to by the time it rolls around. So that's the one I'm already looking at already. I don't care if they have a bye after it. It's
not saying anything here, but like is Penn State 10-2 with losses to Oregon and Ohio State in the playoff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the downside of the playoffs there.
Yeah, no, it's fair, but then you look at last year where Ohio State, 2-loss team, but figured it out at the right time and got hot. I guess it's turning in more into baseball's postseason when you think about it. You think about like the 23 Diamondbacks who like 88 wins, they get in, just absolute smoking hot in October. Next thing you know, they're like in a battle of a World Series with the Rangers, who also were never at any point that year considered like this juggernaut best team in baseball, and I have a World Series to show for it. So I guess you're getting a postseason that's more like that, where you really just need to get in and get hot in January.
All right, Zach. Anything else?
I think I'm good. We got high school football starting up here soon. Media days, talking season next week with ACC and AAC both in Charlotte, both at the same time. So it's here, Clip. It's hard to believe. I feel like we got through summer. Like you said, we're talking ball. You love talking ball, and we're just about back into it, aren't we?
All right. Enjoyed it, Zach. Have a safe trip. All your trips you got coming up.
Yep.
Whether it be north or west of here or whatever.
Both me and Nadu getting on planes this week.
That's right. Traveling men. All right. We'll talk to you next week from Charlotte, maybe.
Yep, absolutely. We'll see what's going on the ground in the Queen City.